Everybody, so welcome to the second video in this whiteboarding challenge series. So for this one, we're going to be doing another common whiteboarding challenge question that you would potentially receive in an interview. And this is going to be to check to see if a word is a palindrome. So a palindrome is just a word that when it's spelled forward or backwards is still the same word. So an example would be something like taco cat or say mom. Bob, things like that, right? Where they're the same whether or not you spell them forward or backwards. And then, of course, a word would not be a palindrome if when you spell it forward or backwards, it's not the same word. So what I've done here is I've set up a little thing in HTML. And what this is going to do is when we write the function here, it's going to actually check to see if the words that I'm passing in here are or are not palindromes. So what this is going to do when I run it right now is it's just going to tell me this should be true and then give me undefined, and then this should be false and give me undefined because we haven't actually put anything in here yet. So if I were to run this now, then that's what we would end up getting. So as you can see there, we have this should be true, which is this console log here, and then this should be false, which is this console log here, right? So cool. So we've got that. Now, what we're going to do, and this one's actually relatively straightforward. This is more just to see if you really know the higher order functions and kind of how to reverse and join, split strings and things. So what we're going to do first is going to be the real simple way. And for that one, all we need to do is just do a return statement. And just make it look better. We just do a return and then say string 1, which is the string that we're getting passed in here. And we're going to check to see if that is equal to string 1 dot split dot reverse and then dot join. And when we run that, we should now actually get the first one to say true and the second one to say false. Okay, cool. So what's happening here? Well, what we're doing, if we want to break this down, is we're actually doing this. So we're saying, and I can say something like this too. So we'll say let string split 1 dot split, and then we're going to say let string reverse equal split dot reverse, and then we're going to let string join join. So if I were to say console log these, and actually I don't need the string literal in here for that. And we'll copy that. And so what we're going to do now is I'm just going to basically split these up into, just so you can see a little bit better here. I'm just going to split those up into different things. And what you're going to see is, oops. Yep. Why is string join not defined? Oh. This is what I get for typing and talking at the same time. Cool. All right, so what we basically got here is we are having the console log of each of these individually. So to make this a little bit easier to read, we'll just do we'll do the Taco Mouse one because that one's going to not be the same. Okay, cool, perfect. So what we're doing here is this first one here is going to be the console log where we're splitting the string. So all we're doing is we're taking the string Taco Mouse here and we're splitting that up into an array, right? So we're using the array so that we can iterate back over it, or we can reverse things around, or manipulate that data a little bit easier than we can if we're just using a string. So we're going to split it first. Then what we're going to do is we're going to now reverse that array. So we're just going to take every single thing that's here and we're just going to reverse it here. And that's what you're seeing down here in the split, string split dot reverse. And then we're just rejoining everything again back together into a string. And that's what we're seeing here. And as we can see, there it is down there. So let's kind of put it all together here. All this console. That as well. So now we can kind of see each step where it goes through all of its little iterations here, right? So step one, we have the string. Step two, we're creating an array from that string where we're splitting everything up into an array. Then step three, we're basically just reversing every item in that array. And then the final step, we're just reconnecting everything back into a string that we are then able to compare down here. And what this return statement is doing is all it's doing is it's checking to see if the string is equal to this. If it is, it's going to return true. If it's not, it's going to return false. And of course, you could do a lot of different things with that. You could have it, spout out something else if you wanted to, or you could say something like, this is a palindrome, where you could put some conditional statements in and things like that if you wanted to. But this is going to get the job done for the most part. And like I said, you can kind of customize it and play around with how it actually did the output as needed here and there. But that's pretty much how the palindrome works. And that is how each of the different steps that we see work here. And all of this, again, just comes right back together and is the same thing as saying this here. So there we go. And that is how you would make a function to check if a word is a palindrome or not. And that's it for this video. So I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.